Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we took a pounding last mission. There's no doubt about that. We have a lot of work that needs to be done. And this order is oh, hello. I didn't mean to hit escape there. This order is an interesting way to do it. And by interesting, I mean, I think what we're going to do is do it in something along the lines of this order here. There we go. I'd like to deploy before this financial report. Given the current status of our mech warriors, I don't know that we can, but I'm going to tick forward here for a little bit. Now. And the question is, can we deploy? I don't know.
Take off your shoes.
We need to go into the barracks and find out. We have 1, 2, 3 mech warriors available. We could hire another one. That would give us 4. That does not give us 6. I think hiring another one is not necessarily the worst idea. We could hire... We'll go with Ringo. We'll hire Ringo here.
New mech warriors.
And that's okay. That gives us 4 mech warriors. I think we have to take this financial report. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it. And at this point, I would like to be repairing in this order. Not that it matters, strictly speaking. But let's go ahead and do that. I think we go until the Centurion is done. This is going to hurt. It's 100% going to hurt. Yep. Bankruptcy is projected. We have currently 20,000 C-bills. Fantastic. So we're going to go until the Centurion is done here. We're not going to wait on the Vulcan. Let's go ahead and hop into the barracks here and get our training done.
Yes, Command.
We're absolutely taking Bandit for Death Crusade. 1,000,000%. Every time.
Yes.
I will take Bandit literally every time.
Standing by.
Order.
Okay, there we go. And at this point, we need to deploy and get some cash. We need several deployments this month. I would... Ooh. These are some nice Comstar missions. That's an escort mission? I feel like we run this one. On double priority salvage. I like it. Now the fire starter does need some work. Okay, we should definitely go back and work on the fire starter here. This is something that should happen right now. And we're going to need to repair everything in that head. Okay, that's literally nothing that needed to happen. It costs 0 C-bills, and it takes 0 days. This Centurion is also having some issues. What's it need? What's wrong here? 1 or more locations that are destroyed. Same thing. Okay. The hand actuator. Sure.
Right.
There's that done as well. Okay. I think we're good. So we're going to run Operation Zulu Violence here for the double priority salvage. Wonderful. And are we going to take the fire starter? Yes, we're also going to take the double Centurion here. Wonderful. So this is the one with the heavy rifle, double SRM-6. Okay. Stiletto. Nothing. And Wildfire, what are your... You have Centurion affinities. Fantastic. Although, is that per chassis? No. No, it is not. Because these are different chassis. This is a PA variant, this is an AH variant, but it's just for the Centurion. So that is great. We've got the Raven, we've got the Stiletto. I think we're good. We don't have the Vulcan here, but that's okay. We'll take it. And because this is an escort mission, we know that we're going to have the help of at least 1 lance of vehicles. We may have some additional allies, but we probably won't. And we may be against somewhere between 1 and 3 enemy lances, but they will not all be at the same time. They will all be at different times, in theory. We may be against as many as 2 lances at once, actually, now that I think about it, but it'll probably be 3. Or not 3 at once. It'll probably be 1 at a time, is what I'm trying to say. And that's absolutely fantastic. So we need to escort the convoy to safety and escape. Our research facility on Outreach has been under constant attack from pirate forces for some time. Rather than continue to risk their lives, we're evacuating the non-combatants. Comstar will pay handsomely for a mercenary unit to protect them from pirate aggression. There's probably more to this than Comstar are saying, oh I'm sure, but our role would be limited to escorting a convoy of personnel carriers to an evac point. The remainder of this situation is someone else's problem. Which, by the way, that this is completely unrelated, I did have a thought today, and that was, what happens if battle armor are qualified to go into vehicle slots? I feel like that would solve a lot of the issues. I don't think they currently can, to be fair. To be absolutely clear, I don't believe that they currently can go into vehicle slots, but if battle armor could go into vehicle slots, that would be tremendously good. Okay, so that's the rendezvous point up there. We do have allies. Fascinating. There's nobody up at the capture zone, so in theory there's no blocking force. We're probably going to have an evac somewhere over here. That's fine. I think we drop right here and immediately begin.
Time to earn our money.
Wow. Look at this. Really
Done.
the word.
Okay, our allies are going to be way down here. Yeah, they're a ways out. That's a pretty standard Comstar unit there. And we're just going to brace everybody.
I'll just wait here.
And we will immediately spawn our allies, or rather our escort targets. These guys are going to slowly move up, and they're probably not going to be too useful as far away as they are. Our evac point is probably over here. Okay. Fantastic. So yeah, this is the escort zone, and these are the pirate reinforcements over here. So it looks like we're probably going to have 2 lances that we're up against. And that's okay. We're going to sprint our fire starter down.
No problem.
And that gives us sensors on a swordsman. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah?
Centurion is going to come on down as well. Now we could fire on that swordsman, but actually 20% hit odds. That's not terrible.
Confirmed.
Yeah, reasonable armor strip there. We will absolutely take that. Our stiletto is going to sprint down the road as far as it can.
All right, let's see what this
I
thing can
do want to scout down there.
Good to go.
Our Raven is also going to head down the road, just as quick as it can.
Hightailing it.
Okay. We'll see what the enemies do here. We do see a Phoenix Hawk directly in front of it. Interesting. Moving up over here, firing on the stiletto. It does miss, and it hits our mech up here.
No sweat. I got this.
Okay, it hit the fire starter in the arm. For a second there, I thought that it hit the fire starter in the cockpit, and I would have been sad. But no, it did not. So we're just going to... Can we make it all the way up this way? No, because of the convoy limitations. Sure. So we're going to have to move up to here. We do have an MRM-20, but we're not in range of it. That's okay. Allied Blackjack moves up, doesn't do anything. Okay. And once again, we're going to have to move... It's because this guy spawned way back here, this Bradford. I'm going to actually reserve until the Bradford can move. Okay, there's another one over there. We're not sure what it is yet. That looked like that was... Interesting. A line holder. Firing on that swordsman. 8 damage. Okay, the swordsman moves up. Fires on the stiletto. Misses everything. Perfect. That's another swordsman out there. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to move up with our blackjack a bit here.
Aye, aye.
And what are our hit odds best on? Absolutely this swordsman.
On.
Okay, more armor strip. We'll take it. The Saracen over there. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Our other Centurion is going to sprint in as close as it can, which is not particularly close. And now this Prowler is going to be reserved. And now we're going to move this Bradford up here. Now we do have a Thunderbolt 15 on this, which is fascinating. I'm going to move up and check our hit odds on these guys. Yeah, not great. We're going to hold off on firing.
I hear ya.
And Giggins here is going to move up as far as possible. Nope. There we go.
Waiting for orders.
Giggins is going to move up here as far as possible, which is here. We do have an MML on here, and we will absolutely fire this in ER LRM mode, I think. Actually, we're going to fire this in standard LRM mode, because it's exactly the same hit odds.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Okay, we got 4 damage in. They shoot at the Giggins, and we're fine.
Good to
And
go.
finally, our Prowler is going to move up over here. We've got another MML,
Coordinates received.
and we're going to go ahead and fire on this guy in LRM mode. Another 8 damage. We'll take it. Our allies not being particularly useful, and we're not shocked by this in the slightest. That Phoenix Hawk is going to move up. Not fire. Line holder firing on the Phoenix Hawk, doing 4 damage. I guess we'll take that. It's better than nothing.
Right here.
Our fire starter is going to sprint forward as far as possible here.
Piece of cake.
And I think we're going to not fire the flamers, just a triple medium laser pot shot.
Confirmed.
Yep, we did not hit, and we did not expect to. Sounds good.
Receiving.
We're going to move up with our Raven next. Our Raven is going to position off in these trees over here. And the idea here is that I would love to narc... Looks like we're going to narc the Swordsman in beacon mode, but I'm going to have the SRM be in... I think in Inferno mode here, actually.
Acknowledge.
Just because of hit odds. Now, I believe we did narc it. Yes, we did. Fantastic. So the Swordsman backs off a bit. Interesting choice.
Waiting for orders.
Our Stiletto is now going to make its way up over here, and I'm wondering, if we position here, what would these hit odds look like? That's not awful, actually. We can't face both of these, so we're just going to face, like, this.
Roger. Full speed.
And yeah, I think we take this. Light him up.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Okay, that's just a structure exposure on the Swordsman. I was hoping that there would be a little less damage spread on that, but it's all good. It will probably die to all of our missile weapons. So next up, we're going to move up with our Centurion here. This is the Centurion that we want to close in with, so we will move up as close as we can. And this is the only guy that we have any chance whatsoever at hitting.
Target locked.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by this. That
No
is
love on
completely
that
okay. Next up, our ally moves up, doesn't do anything.
Yep.
This Centurion is going to close in.
Roger.
And this is actually side arc, which makes me a little sad. But what we could do is potentially make him no longer have evasive pips. So let's go for it. Ah, he didn't get unsteady from that. Unfortunate. Oh, that's a rear arc attack. And that is an unsteady. Nice. Okay, next up is going to be this Giggins. I'm actually going to reserve it, because these guys are pretty far back. Swordsman moves up, attacks the Giggins. We don't care. That is 1,000,000% irrelevant to us right now. The Bradford is going to position right up here. Or maybe... this is all indirect. Sad. We're going to position here anyway, and we'll fire our Thunderbolt at this Swordsman, I guess.
Got it.
We did miss the Thunderbolt, but we did get a grenade in there, so that'll do. I would love to get the Blackjack into rear arc. Yes. Here's a rear arc attack on that Swordsman. We may finish him here, but I think it's a little unlikely. We did finish him. Okay, we'll take that crit.
That's a kill.
Next up, the Blackjack moves up, fires on their Phoenix Hawk. Gets a little bit of damage in there. We'll take it.
What can I do for you?
Okay, our next vehicle is going to move up to this position. Now, we don't have LOS on anything, but that's fine.
Good to go.
Our Prowler is also going to move up here. And we're going to fire on whatever we have the best MML hit odds on, which is this Swordsman. Okay, we'll take 8 damage. Sounds good to me.
What can I do for you?
The Giggins can't move up quite that far, but what it can do is it can position here.
You betcha.
Now, our hit odds on this Phoenix Hawk aren't the best, but we'll take them.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Sure, 28 damage. Next up is, of course, our Raven. And the Raven is going to move in on the rear arc of this Phoenix Hawk. Is this actually rear? No. This is rear arc. We'd have to punch. We only have a 20% chance. So actually, I'm going to position back over here. And we're just going to fire into his rear arc.
Firing full complement on the enemy.
There we go. Griffin moves up, fires on the Phoenix Hawk. It does get a breaching shot in there and does 10 damage. Okay. The Stiletto is at this point going to come in for the no attack, apparently. We had this happen before. If we reserve it, then it'll work, but he does move this round, which is highly unfortunate. That bug is actually potentially costing us a lot here. That said, we didn't have him unsteady, so we'll see where he goes. Maybe it's a better situation for us, but I would have preferred to melee there. He actually moved out to engage our allied force. So that is actually not necessarily great for us. The Giggins moves right now. I'm going to reserve it. It's pretty far out ahead. The line holder comes up, attacks that Phoenix Hawk, doesn't get any hits in there. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
At this point, I'm going to send our Firestarter out after these 2 swordsmen over here. We'll position here. Okay. I like this spot.
Full speed.
And does it actually matter which of these we go for? Yeah, this swordsman is far better hit odds. Light him up.
Target marked.
Okay.
Over the red line.
Fantastic. The Blackjack moves up, fires on that Phoenix Hawk. Gets a good number of hits in there. We'll happily take that. Okay, he's going to come over and melee our Firestarter. And he did hit. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That is deeply unfortunate. Okay. Well, this swordsman may do a lot of damage to our Firestarter. Wait, we still have evasive pips after getting meleeed? Okay. That's definitely not what I expected, to be sure. We're going to move the Bradford up. And we will fire on, I think, probably the Phoenix Hawk here, actually. I want to make it unsteady so that our allies have good targets there. Sad. That wasn't very good shooting, but... Ooh, that wasn't good either. Our allies are probably not going to do a lot to this guy because we missed that. This is a danger point here. Oh, okay. He just decided to not shoot.
Waiting for orders.
Sure. I don't know why,
I read you, Commander.
but he decided to not shoot. 29.2. Okay.
Here we go.
8 damage there.
Good to go.
We're going to move up with this guy. Now, we have to move back a little bit, but that's
Don't
okay.
need to tell
We'll
me
position
twice.
there. Excellent. And now our Blackjack. I would love to get into LOS of this guy. Unfortunately, we can't quite make it into LOS.
All an ass.
But we'll just toss LRMs at him. Okay, there we go.
Commander?
And the Centurion is going to sprint in over here. This is, of course, our
Noted. Full
close
speed,
range
no target.
engagement Centurion.
Commander.
The stiletto is at this point going to come up here and rear arc melee attack this swordsman. Hit odds aren't the best. We'll roll it.
Affirmative. Engaging.
Sad. No evasive pips for us. However, we did break his armor in that rear arc.
I am out of short-range missiles.
So that's nice. Weapons carrier, not doing anything at all.
Waiting for orders.
We'll move up with the Giggins, and the furthest that we can go is here. Sure. I'm okay with this. We'll go ahead and fire on that Phoenix Hawk, I think. Yes.
Got it.
No damage, but that's fine.
Hey, stand still when I'm attacking you.
What do you
Okay,
need?
the Centurion is going to move up. This is, of course, our longer range Centurion. I think we continue to fire on that Phoenix Hawk, except that the hit odds are absolute hot garbage, so we're going to fire on this Swordsman
I'm
instead.
taking a shot.
Okay, we still missed everything, but that's okay.
Negative damage.
Okay, our Firestarter ally fires on the Phoenix Hawk. That should... Oh, that's not quite unsteady.
How's it going?
We're going to roll this again. Never mind. We're seeing this bug again. We could get around to the rear arc of this swordsman. And I guess we'll give it a go.
Moving to position.
Okay, that's probably better because of the evasive pips. So we'll take that. Phase 20, the Griffin moves up, fires on that Phoenix Hawk. It's almost unsteady. Almost. It moves now, though. And it fires on our Blackjack, of all things. Okay. And shuts itself down. Okay, I think it dies here. That's a hip destruction.
Yes, Commander.
Definitely a bold strategy. I'm going to move over. I would love to get into the rear arc of this guy, and that's in fact what we're going to do. We can't melee him from this position, but what we can do is we can position about here and hit that weakened rear arc.
Here it comes.
Okay. Oh, AC5 ammo explosion. I didn't expect that to kill him, but sure, we'll take it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
At this point, the Giggins is going to be reserved.
What can I do for you?
This guy is going to move up as far as it can, which isn't very far. In fact, we should be moving to Bradford first. Phase 14, they're probably going to finish off that Phoenix Hawk. Oh, it's so dead. It is so dead. It's shut down and knocked down.
I hear
Okay,
ya.
our Bradford is going to move up to here.
Got it.
And we'll fire on that swordsman with what we can. Yes, it'll splash damage. Ooh, that's not a good shot at all. Yes, it'll splash damage over here, but that's fine.
Light damage, Commander. Systems holding.
Okay, the Blackjack is at this point going to start moving up
On
over
my
here.
way.
I don't think that we need to worry about the Phoenix Hawk. We're going to lob LRMs at that swordsman. That was a decent chunk of damage, actually.
Yeah?
And our Centurion is going to sprint up here where
Got
we
it. No
have
shooting,
direct
just running.
LOS. Light him up in X6 mode.
Acknowledge.
That's a lot of damage.
Nice. Got past
Arm
the
destruction,
armor.
we'll happily take that. Our Firestarter is a little overheated, to be sure. I'm going to actually Vigilance it here. And then we're going to move up over to here, up into the
Aye,
same
aye.
side arc. And we're going to fire on him, but not fire our flamers.
Engaging.
Okay, 50 more damage.
Watch my heat. I'm taking
Now,
damage.
this is our close-in Centurion, and it hasn't managed to get to the fight yet.
Roger, Skipper. Taking it.
That's to be expected.
Waiting for orders.
This guy, I would love to move him, like, up here. And in fact, the game would let us. We'll do it.
Moving out.
Light him up. This is probably a kill.
Got it.
That's a lot of damage anyway.
Critical hit.
That's a whole lot of damage. I expect these guys to kill the Phoenix Hawk. If they
I
don't,
hear ya.
I'm going to be incredibly sad. Okay, we'll position the Giggins here.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And we will lob some MMLs into this guy. Okay, that's 5 damage.
What can I do for you?
Same thing with this Prowler. We're going to move up.
On my way.
And we're going to lob some MMLs into him. It's not ideal range, but that's fine. 5 more damage and an ejection. Sure.
Good to go.
So at this point, our fire starter is just going to move up over here.
On my way.
Sink some
Double
heat. Our allies are going to finish off that Phoenix Hawk. Surely. I'm pretty sure they're going to kill it. Okay, yeah, it's dead. Fantastic.
What's up, boss?
The Raven is going to position over here, and the question now becomes, is there going to be another Lance that spawns? We'll find out.
Yes,
Our
Commander.
Stiletto will sprint up over to here.
Okay. Throttle up.
There could be another Lance, theoretically.
Good to go.
Okay, this guy is going to sprint. Oh, I would love to go here. Unfortunately, we can't quite go there, but we'll
Got
go
it.
here.
Max speed, no shooting.
That's good enough.
Waiting on
And
you,
the
Commander.
Giggins will position just outside here. There we go. And who is next? The Centurion? Okay, we'll position here.
Got it.
The one Centurion never got to the fight, which is sad, but
Receiving you.
that's okay. Blackjack will move to the road and start moving down. Sink some heat as well.
Waiting for orders.
And this Prowler will position... Oh, we can't quite go there. Okay, we'll
Got
position here. We can definitely make it in next round from there,
Good to
so that's
go.
good. And the Bradford will go ahead and position here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Standing
And then our
by.
Centurion will close in. There we go. Okay. Now we've exited combat, so let's
Waiting on
see
you,
if we
Commander.
are going to have additional enemies.
You bet.
Yep. Okay. That's fine.
Position,
We'll
Commander.
deal with
What can I
those.
do for ya?
We'll position these guys up here,
I hear you.
like so.
Coordinates received. Don't
Okay.
need to tell me
So we
twice.
see a Tiger over here. I'm going to send the Fire Starter after that for sure.
Coordinates
We also
received.
see a Ghost over here. I'll send the Blackjack over that way.
Confirmed.
The Centurion... Let's see. We know that there's a Hetzer over here and a Clint over here. So we're going to send the Close Engagement Centurion over this way.
Confirmed.
And then the other Centurion will come up this way as kind of fire
Let's
support.
move.
And the Raven will come down to here, and the Stiletto will come down to here. Okay. And there's our dropship. Okay.
Ready to get it
So
on.
at this point, this Hetzer does not have any evasive pips. We're going to dip up into the woods up here,
Copy that.
and we're going to look to narc this guy. Okay, a couple of hits there. And then we're going to leave this Centurion, I think, largely where it is. Maybe position here. And then go for the Tiger. Yeah, something along the lines of this.
All weapons, fire.
Little bit of damage in there. That'll be fine.
Waiting for orders.
The fire starter is going to close in over here as much as it can. And will position
On my
here.
way.
Hit this guy in his side arc. Target moved. But it didn't, though. It has no evasive pips. I was wondering why these hit odds were so low. Weird. Because there's been a round change since they spawned. So I don't know why that's the case. But whatever.
Commander.
The Centurion is, of course, going to engage down over this way on that Clint.
Copy that, Commander.
Okay. Our allies are going to attack the Clint. Not do much. Sure. Phase 17. That is the Clint. Fires on the Centurion. It does hit. Okay. That's fine. We don't mind.
Let's do this.
The Stiletto is now going to sprint in over this way. I'd love to get into rear arc, and in fact we can.
Roger that. No shooting, just running. Firing on rear arm.
We missed everything, but that's okay. We'll deal with that Hetzer next round.
What can I do for you?
The Giggins is going to fire on whatever it has the best hit odds on. 21.2 is the best that I've seen so far. Yep.
Tell me what to shoot.
Okay, 4 damage. Our line holder friend also firing on that Clint. Also doing 4 damage. What else do we have here? The Ghost moves up. Fires on the Giggins. It does not break through the armor.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
That does mean that that Ghost is now a priority target for the vehicles.
Uh-huh.
Because it's in LOS. So some damage there. Excellent. Blackjack moves up, fires on the Clint. Does a little damage. We'll take it. Okay, phase 15. That is going to be the Hetzer. Sure.
Orders.
Our Blackjack is going to close in over this way. In fact, we get a direct LOS on the Clint over here.
Coordinates
We'll take
received.
that. Only 6.2% hit chance, but that's fine. Little bit of damage there. That'll be
I
okay.
hear ya.
The Bradford is going to continue to fire on that Ghost. Yes, this will probably do
Here we
splash
go.
damage. Okay, that's fine.
Reporting. Major armor loss.
That's not that major.
Good to go.
The Prowler is going to continue to fire on that Ghost.
Take this.
And it largely failed. That's okay. Weapons Carrier not doing anything at all. And this will be the Tiger now. It's got that AC 10. Ouch. Very rude.
Weapon system down.
So what all did we lose there in that arm?
Objective
Let's
secure.
take a look as soon as this is done. Currently we're already in an evac zone with one of our units. Awkward. I think it was just a medium laser. Did we lose a flamer? Yeah, we did lose a flamer. Okay,
Orders.
that's fine. I don't like the positioning here. I don't like the positioning at all. I'm going to go for a rear arc attack on the Ghost here. And I think we'll not fire this medium laser. And otherwise, call it good.
Moving out.
Okay, we did hit that. Perfect. And we'll heat up that Ghost a bit. Fantastic.
Over the red line.
Our Firestarter friend moves up, fires on the Clint. Does a little damage. We'll take it. Our Griffin friend moves up, fires on the Clint. Does a little damage. We'll take it.
Yep.
So our Centurion is at this point, I think, I would love to move into this rear arc. But I think instead what we're going to do is we're going to move into the rear arc of the Tiger
I'll do what
here.
I can.
And looks like X3 mode.
Here we go.
Okay. Good damage to the Tiger there. Lineholder moves up, fires on that Clint. That Clint is taking a beating at this point. The Stiletto is going to move up here and melee attack the Hetzer in its rear arc from this position.
Roger. Putting my weight into it.
Good, we hit the melee attack. Nice. The Raven is going to join it in that assault. That Hetzer does have a lot of armor for these mechs, but it should be okay. We hit again. That's perfect. And that's a dead Hetzer. Wonderful. Next up,
Vehicle trashed.
Blackjack moves up, fires on that Clint. A lot of damage to it. No doubt about that. Who moves next? It's the Ghost. Fires rear arc on the Centurion. We kind of don't care, though.
Reporting minimal
That's
damage.
not impactful.
Commander.
Blackjack is going to step forward here.
Heading out.
Hit odds are 26.4 and actually slightly better firing on the Ghost. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Roger.
And we did hit the bombast. That was a lot of damage to the Ghost. We'll take it. Next up is the Clint. It fires on our allies. We don't care about this.
I'm here.
Do we want to engage up this way? I feel like this Clint is dealt with by our allies. Maybe we sprint in up here into the front arc of this Ghost? We can't get into side arc.
Moving at full throttle.
I would like to help out up here. I'm a little bit afraid of that AC-10 on the Tiger.
Engaging target.
We did miss the heavy rifle, and we stray shot more than we hit the Ghost there. I'm not super shocked by this, but... Weapons carrier firing on the Clint, doing 4 damage. Okay. Another attack on the Clint, doing nothing. Okay, now is the time that Tiger moves. Okay, a little bit painful there, but not too bad. Okay, next up.
Got something you want done?
The Raven is going to position, I kind of like this spot here. And we're going to narc
out.
that Tiger.
That's right. I'm on your tail.
Nice. Next up, the fire starter is going to fire on that Clint. That's a gyro crit. He is now unsteady. The Ghost moves. Rear arc attacks our other Centurion. Okay, I think it's fine.
Let's do
Our
this.
Stiletto is going to sprint up over this way.
On the move. Full speed.
We're going to fire on that Ghost side arc.
Engaging target.
Little bit of damage there. We'll take it. Line holder, hopefully finishing off that Clint now. Not quite. But that Clint is definitely
What do you
seen
need?
better days. We're going to move over here and attack... Do we want to attack the rear arc on this guy? Actually, we kind of want to attack the front arc. Let's finish off that Tiger.
Targeting for physical attack.
Okay, that's a structure exposure. That's huge. And a vehicle destruction. Nice.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay, the Blackjack
Short
moves up,
range missiles
fires
are
on
out.
that Clint. That's a lot more damage. An Engine Core 240 crit. That Clint is not doing so
Ready
well.
for orders.
Our fire starter is, at this point, going to sprint up over here. And I would love, absolutely love, to heat up this Ghost.
Target acquired.
And we did. Great. We get a shutdown? No.
My heat sinks can't
No
advance
shutdown,
fast enough.
but that's
I'm
fine.
taking
That
damage.
Clint is still taking damage from our allies. And it's dead. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, at this point, our Centurion closes in to this rear arc. Maybe we even sprint to get into ideal range.
Affirmative.
Our hit odds are not great, but we'll give it a go.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Okay, that's fine.
My heat gauge is getting pretty high.
Yes, I am aware.
Ready for orders.
So the Blackjack can also get into rear arc here.
On my way.
And I think we go ahead and Alpha Strike this.
All weapons on throw.
We did miss the Bombard laser, sadly. Or rather, the Bombast
Stand
laser.
by.
We're going to move up with the Raven here, and we're going to look to
Roger.
narc this guy.
Full speed.
And we did succeed. Fantastic.
Scored a
This
critical
guy
hit.
moves phase 15, huh? The Griffin is not going to shoot at him.
Yep.
Now, our Centurion could charge in here, but I'm going to hold off on that, I think. And let's just position up
Heading
here,
out.
like this, and fire the LRM.
Aye aye. Engaging target.
Good armor strip, and that's a knockdown. That I'm okay with.
Commander.
We're going to move up with our Stiletto, and we're going to melee it.
Moving out.
Excellent. Structure exposure. And an ejection! We'll take that. Absolutely. That's going to be some good salvage then. I want to look at the hard points on that ghost. So let's get into the salvage screen. We have a lot of options here. Like a million swordsmen, that's for sure. But that ghost is very interesting to me. We did get 673k out of that. That's not too shabby. We didn't take all that much damage either. Yeah, the fire starter is going to require some work. So we could definitely take this ghost. And throw my phone on the ground, apparently. That is not a bad hardpoint loadout. I like it. Let's grab it. What is this even? Compliment to the Griffin in the later use of the Jihad. Okay, yeah. We'll take the ghost. And then maybe we'll get a swordsman as well, but I'm not too keen on the swordsman. And ultimately, most of these things I'm okay with rouletting. Let's go ahead and do this. So that gives us several Phoenix Hawk parts, as well as some swordsman parts, as expected. 2 light PPCs, not bad there. 2 small lasers. I'm going to get rid of our generic armor here. That's irrelevant to me. Basic cockpit, no thanks. Engine core, we don't need that one. This one we do need. These heat sinks, we've got 24. I'm going to get rid of those. Double SRM ammo and Deadfire SRM ammo. We'll keep those. Fantastic. So I kind of want to get that ghost readied. We're probably going to have some financial issues with it, though. I'm going to go ahead and ready it, but we're not going to work on the repairs just yet because of our finances, I think. That is probably going to be a slight issue at the moment. But I'll ready it because otherwise I know I'll forget. I don't want to forget about it. But we'll just not get it repaired just yet. It'll cost us a little bit extra in the monthly report, but it's honestly not that bad. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Yang. We are going to have to work on that fire starter, but let's hop into the mech bay real quick here, and we'll go into our storage, and let's ready that ghost. Where are you? You're a 50-tonner. Here you are. Ready that?
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Excellent. And then we will cancel the work on the fire starter. Like I said, for financial reasons, we're not yet going to work on refitting the ghost. We might do that next episode. Maybe. We'll see. We did lose a medium laser and a flamer over here. We could put a heavy flamer in. Or we could just put in a regular flamer like we have. There we go. And max out that armor. And max out that armor. Something along the lines of that. There we go. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that next episode. We are probably going to do something with this ghost. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.